Ever felt that strange vibe when it seems like everyone's eyes are glued to you while you're just casually strolling down the street? Super awkward, right? It's like you're in a movie and everyone's watching your every move. Just imagine how that feels. You can't help but wonder what they're thinking, right? It's a total head scratcher. Here's an advice to save you from unnecessary attention. When you're traveling, ditch the expensive jewelry. Seriously, think about it. When you wear those flashy pieces, you're basically sending out a signal that screams, "I've got money." And where there's money, well, there's often someone looking to snatch it away. It's not just a theory. It's a reality that many tourists face. Ever noticed how some people get robbed? Yeah, it's usually because they look like they're loaded. If you really want to blend in with the locals, standing out with bling is not the way to go. Wearing that sparkling diamond necklace your grandma left you, probably not the best idea, especially in places where theft is common. Instead, think about going for simpler accessories that don't draw attention. You want to feel free to explore, right? This tip might sound like a no-brainer, but trust me, a lot of folks miss it. When you're packing for your next adventure, keep it chill. Your peace of mind will totally appreciate it. Seriously, leave the expensive jewelry at home. When you rock flashy pieces, you're basically shouting, "Look at me, I'm rich." And where there's a sparkle of wealth, there's often someone ready to swipe it. Think about it, tourists get robbed all the time because they look like they've got cash to burn. If you want to blend in with the locals, ditch the bling. Flashy jewelry screams, "I'm a tourist, come rob me." It's such an easy tip, yet so many people ignore it. So, do yourself a favor and skip your grandma's diamond necklace when you travel, especially in places known for theft. You'll be glad you did. This goes for all types of jewelry, even the fake stuff. In some places, folks might not even know what real gold or silver looks like. So, if you're wearing a necklace that looks legit, it could lead to some awkward situations. You really don't want to be stuck proving your jewelry isn't worth a fortune. Trust me. And it's not just necklaces. Nice watches, rings, bracelets, and even sunglasses should be avoided. If you've got tattoos, think about covering them up too. Picture this. You're strutting around with a full sleeve tattoo in a sketchy neighborhood. That's just asking for unwanted attention, right? Better to play it safe. I get it. You might be wondering, why should I listen to this guy? You might think I'm just making this up because I've been robbed myself. But nope, I haven't been robbed at least not yet. I've just seen enough stories about travelers getting their stuff taken to know how to dodge those situations. So, if you choose to rock those flashy items anyway, don't come crying to me when something goes missing. Don't make phone calls with your credit card, okay? I know we've all been there, right? You go to a restaurant, enjoy a delicious meal, and when it's time to pay, you hand the waiter your credit card. You're just waiting for them to bring back your change and receipt. But here's the kicker: you should never, and I mean never, accept that option. Seriously, let me say it again. Never let the waiter take your card away like that. The moment you hand over your credit card, it's out of your hands. And that's a little scary. They have zero incentive to bring it back to you. Honestly, they might just toss it aside without a second thought. And just like that, you've handed over your credit card number and the ID number on the back. This is how scammers can swoop in, use your stolen info to open accounts in your name, and then start calling your friends and family asking for cash. Yikes, right? Sure, you might eventually get your money back, but why go through that hassle in the first place? Always take your credit card back immediately after paying. If the waiter insists they'll bring it back, just say, "No thanks," and grab your receipt. It's all about keeping your info safe, my friend. And hey, if you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps out. Trust me, the next tip is going to blow your mind. Be careful who you trust, especially when you're out exploring the world. This little nugget of wisdom applies to every corner of your travels, not just the fun vacation spots. Once you dive into the travel life, it's like you've joined this exclusive club, a secret society of sorts. Seriously, there's a whole vibe and code of conduct you need to follow if you want to navigate it all without a hitch. And one of the biggest rules, be super picky about who you let into your circle. Before I hit the road, I was one of those people who thought everyone was inherently good, you know, but after bumping into some sketchy characters along the way, I quickly learned that trusting everyone can lead to some pretty rough situations. Some folks out there see you as nothing more than a walking dollar sign, especially if you're a foreigner. It's wild how some people will try to take advantage of your naivety. Take Southeast Asia, For example, you could be chilling at a cafe, enjoying your meal, when someone sidles up and casually offers you drugs. I mean, really, it's like they don't even care about your appetite. It's not just drugs either. You'll encounter all sorts of scams. Picture this. You're at a hotel, and someone approaches you claiming to work there. They promise you a sweet discount if you book another night. Sounds tempting, right? But hold up. This could be a classic setup to rip you off. Or maybe you're unwinding at a bar, and someone claims they're with a tour company, ready to arrange an unforgettable trip for you. While it might sound appealing, it's usually a red flag. These scenarios are just the tip of the iceberg. As you wander through different countries, you'll come across similar tricks that can leave you feeling duped. To dodge these pitfalls, keep your eyes peeled for warning signs. If someone seems overly eager to help, or if an offer sounds too good to be true, it probably is. For instance, if a stranger suddenly pops up and offers you something illegal, like cocaine, it's a clear sign to keep moving. Trust your gut. Traveling should be an adventure filled with excitement and discovery, not a series of scams and shady encounters. So, stay alert, and remember, a little caution goes a long way in making your travels safe and enjoyable. What's your take on this? Have you ever encountered a tricky situation while traveling? Don't let people take photos of you. Seriously, picture this. You're just strolling down the street, enjoying the day, when a stranger approaches and asks if you could snap a quick picture of them. You'd think, sure, why not? It's just a quick favor. But hold on. What if that person has some sneaky plans up their sleeve? They grab your phone, take a couple of photos, and in the blink of an eye, they dash off, leaving you standing there in shock. Crazy, right? This isn't just a wild story. It happens more often than you'd think. There are so many reasons to be wary about letting strangers take your photo. One major issue is that scammers often target tourists for SIM-swapping scams. You might not realize it, but this is a common tactic. They'll ask you to take their picture, and while you're busy holding your phone, they'll slyly switch out your SIM card with a fake one. Before you know it, you're walking away, completely oblivious that your personal info and bank details are now in the hands of a con artist. Yikes. Imagine checking your bank account later and seeing that your life savings have vanished, all because you were trying to be nice. That's why it's super important to be cautious. Politely decline if someone asks you to take their photo. It's just not worth the risk to your safety and privacy. Remember, it's just a picture, and your hard-earned cash is way more valuable. So, stay alert and keep your phone close. Avoid looking lost. Okay, I know it sounds like something you'd hear all the time, but you'd be amazed at how many tourists stroll around with that deer-in-headlights look. You see them, right? Searching everywhere, glued to their phones every 5 seconds, squinting at signs that might as well be in a foreign code. Here's the thing. You really don't want to draw attention to yourself, because that's like putting a neon sign on your back for thieves and scammers. So, if you ever find yourself in that, where the heck am I? moment while traveling, I've got some friendly tips to keep in mind. First off, take a deep breath. Seriously, just breathe. It's super easy to freak out when you're lost and can't remember how to get back to your cozy hotel, but staying calm is key. It helps you think straight and make better choices. Next up, try to retrace your steps. Think back to how you ended up in this pickle in the first place. It might sound basic, but really pay attention to any landmarks or cool spots you passed. Maybe you saw a funky statue or a cute cafe that caught your eye. Those little details can be super helpful. Once you've got a mental map going, it's time to ask a local for directions. But hold on, be smart about who you ask. Avoid the tourists wandering around with you. They're likely just as lost. Look for someone who seems like they know their way around. Maybe a local who's just going about their day. And, pro tip, steer clear of folks in the service industry, like waiters or security guards. They might not know the area well or could be trying to pull a fast one on you. After you get those directions, double-check them with Google Maps or another map app. It's a great way to ensure you're not being led astray. And hey, if all else fails, don't hesitate to flag down a taxi. Use your GPS to guide the driver to your hotel. Sure, some might say it's a bit of a cop-out, but honestly, sometimes it's totally worth it to spend a little extra cash to feel safe and sound. Better safe than sorry, right? That's a wrap for today. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I can't wait to catch you in the next video.